I saw the devil. I grew thickened skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the holy book, but still inside me, coiled deep, was the need.
Those candles in your bed, no need for the spell. Stop acting so scared, just
do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and eating me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me.
I tried to change. Closed my mouth more. Tried to be softer, prettier, less awake. Fasted for 60 days. Wore white. Abstained from mirrors. Abstained from sex. Slowly did not speak another word. In that time, my hair I grew past my ankles. I slept on a mat on the floor. I swallowed a sword. I levitated.
Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot and extremely disgusting. Beyonce is in the water. She enters the marine kingdom, and she's letting us know that she did all these rituals to gain power, success, money, and fame. She said that she whipped her own back and prayed for dominion, asked for dominion at his feet. Then she realized that she saw the devil. Beyonce is telling us right now that she sold her soul to the devil, that she gave the devil legal rights to her soul, to her life in exchange for fame, money, and success. But many of you want to keep listening to her music. You want to keep buying her makeup, her perfume. She is a witch. She's operating in the occult. She has done rituals. Come on. She's talking about ripping out Bible pages and putting it in between her pants. She's talking about drinking blood. Guys, come on. We got to wake up. This is occultic. This is witchcraft. She boldly said she was praying to Satan, and she was doing demonic rituals. Her hair grew past her feet. She bathed in bleach. What is going on right here? It's rituals. This is why when you listen to people's music like this, you get demonized. You need deliverance. You wear their products. These types of people are occultic. They're witches, but you think they're your favorite musicians and celebrities. At nighttime, in private, they're witches and warlocks. Get deliverance right now.
Okay, after listening to that, that was an absolute ritual. It was a ritual. And let me tell you, I cannot tell you how many Christians I know listen to this song, okay? And the fact that everybody's so scared, why are you listening to something like that? That was a ritual. Beyonce seems like she is trapped in her marriage now. This is just my opinion. She's trapped in her marriage because you notice how she was in a room, empty room. And she felt like she was underwater. I have plenty of dreams where I feel like I'm underwater. It's because you're being held by something, from something, you know what I mean, in your life. But my thing is, Beyonce did a ritual. Really, if this is her life, because let me tell you, life imitates art, and this is her art. So in my opinion, she did some real deep ritual to keep Jay-Z home. Because after she said she did all that, she fasted. I know people who fasted for like 24 to like almost 60 days, and they started hallucinating and seeing things. Let me know if you ever fasted, because I've tried it for like, the most I could do was like 24 days. I have to say, after like the 4th day, the hunger was not as bad. The first day I felt like I almost died. But after the 4th day, it wasn't too bad. Like I could go more, I could push myself. I didn't really want to eat as much, but it's because I was doing it for something important, right? But my thing is, when you start fasting for so many days, you start to see things. And the way she's saying that she levitated, that was a whole ritual. You don't just levitate. You don't just lay down in your bed and the air start taking you up. You don't just levitate, ma'am. Beyonce is into some serious stuff, okay? And her being a witch doesn't make her bad, nor doesn't make her good, because there's no such thing as good witch or bad witch. It's all about the work that you do at the time, because you feel like this person was worth the punishment. And also you have to understand that not only do you protect yourself when you're doing all that, but also you have to understand the karma in the spirit world when that thing hits that person, or if it doesn't, because it could possibly not hit that person. But I think all those how do you say this, all those mistresses that mysteriously disappear, I think, look, I don't know what these people are into, but it's giving very much something deep, okay? Because you're doing all this in the inside of your house while you're all alone in a big fancy room, ma'am. You're doing a whole lot, okay? And as someone who started dating their husband when they were only 18, you were still very much developing. So this meant you're like Stockholm Syndrome. Is that what it's called? What's that movie? The Monster and the Beast, the Beauty and the Beast. You know, this giving is giving very much that. It's giving, I'm captured by my own lover. Stockholm Syndrome. And you're doing all of that just to see if he's still cheating. In some way, somehow he's still cheating. Because that's what I saw. When I was listening to that, all I saw was I could see her whole story that she's trying to tell just from those chants and incantations. She was putting a spell. She did a spell, and she felt like she saw the devil. I wouldn't be surprised if she's talking about the real devil. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised. Let me have some water. I would not be surprised if she's talking about the real devil, because that seems like some deep, dark stuff. Okay? But also, just like I was saying, there's no such thing as good witch or bad witch. It's all about whether or not you want to deal with the karma of doing something to somebody else, because you never know who those people have that are protecting them. That's the thing. You never know, because if it doesn't penetrate, it will ricochet. So if it doesn't hit that person because their spirit guides are more powerful than yours, then it will come back. It will come back. All I'm saying. So you better be careful out here. And just like I said, you know, at one point or another, people have done some spell. At one point or another, you've written your crush's name in one of your little books, you know, and spray your favorite perfume on there. What do you think that was? Some sort of love spell. That's what that was. Okay, so at one point or another, each one of us have tried something or another. Okay, I know my friends who basically thought they were witches when they were like in middle school or elementary, and decided to write their crush's name multiple times in circles or in squares or however you want to write it, and then put a heart next to it, and then spray your favorite perfume, or even put it under your pillow. I don't know where you heard that from. You just assume that is going to make that person dream of you, or you will dream of that person. But what do you think that was? It's a whole spell. So please, guys, let's educate ourselves, okay? And all of those celebrities are constantly doing spells. You don't think they're out here burning stuff? I'm gonna make a whole video of all your fave celebrities burning candles and doing rituals, like Janae Aiko and what's her name? Ari Fletcher. Is that her name? Ari. And Summer Walker. Look, these celebrities, SZA, they be burning candles and stuff. The Kardashians, they be burning candles and doing all of that, because what is burning a candle? It's all about your intentions and filling is a secret, and then also using dark energy, dark matter, which is whenever you close your eyes and you imagine yourself being in that brand new car that you are manifesting, right? So you want to manifest a black G-Wagon with bedazzled rims and everything. You close your eyes and you imagine yourself sitting in the car, where you're going, how you feel, the air, you know, all of that. It's It's just that. It's just that. You just imagine how you would feel once you receive what you're trying to manifest. It's nothing crazy to it, honestly. I mean, there are extra things that you could do, but people out here just sacrificing chickens and killing. People don't do that stuff. That was back in the days when people didn't know better, okay? And don't get me wrong. There are some people who are crazy enough to try it. But please, don't be going around doing nothing to people, okay? Just please stop, guys, please. Don't go on TikTok and finding easy rituals, and then next you know you ruin your entire life. There are rules to these things. So learn the proper way to do it if it's something you're interested in, but not everything is bad either. So don't take my words for it, bitch. Do your own research. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Alright, y'all, so I'm making another video. This video right here is pertaining to Beyonce Knowles. There is a reason why the Lord wants me to address her as Beyonce Knowles and not Beyonce Knowles Carter. So the Lord has been giving me dreams about Beyonce for about 3 years now, and I have not released them because the Lord has not told me to do so. Some of them are personal, prophetically for me, and some of them are for the masses. And I had a dream last night, or maybe that was this morning. That was this morning after he gave me the download. And I had a dream about Beyonce, and me and Beyonce was in the dream together. I'm not going to tell you every single thing, but what I will tell you is that when I saw Beyonce was she was the Beyonce. She wasn't even the Beyonce that you see now. She was the Beyonce as and Destiny's Child, when she was more like, you know, she had confidence and spunk, but she still was kind of shy, and she wasn't as fierce as she is now, so to speak. And so after the Lord gave me the dream, I woke up and I said, Lord, what are you trying to show me? God was showing me that that is the place that Beyonce is stuck in right now. What you see in front of you is not Beyonce. What you see in front of you is something, an entity that has taken over her body. And what God started telling me and relaying the dream to me as was like the movie Get Out, when the guy was in a sunken place. Beyonce is kind of, so to speak, in a sunken, Beyonce Knowles is in a sunken place. There's a reason why he wants me to make this video, and I'm being obedient because I normally keep a lot of these prophecies, these dreams to myself. Everybody is calling her a witch. Everybody is calling her this and that, and she's evil, and she's in the blood sacrifice, and blah, blah, blah. That may be true, but what you see before you is nothing is what it seems, especially in Hollywood, okay? Her soul is trapped. The real Beyonce has not operated in over 10 years now. Over 10 years now. She has been trapped. And so another movie that God was referencing was the movie Split. If you know about the movie Split, where the guy had all the different personalities, but they were actually spirits, there was a strong man that was over all of them, okay? And there was a little boy, the innocence inside of him. And once he gave permission for him to take over his body, guess what? The strong man took over the whole entire body, and the little boy that was speaking through him, the innocence in him, could not speak back through. It was like he was lost forever. I say this to say this. I am not a idol worshiper. I have never been an idol worshiper. Nor have I ever idolized any of these celebrities, okay? Because if you knew what I knew, you would not worship any of them. I'm simply being obedient. God says stop speaking on things that you know nothing about. Even his own people are ridiculing her. And there are others that are being ridiculed. But you do not understand what happens when you go to the industry. That is a whole nother world. That is a whole nother matrix that you have no knowledge or understanding of, that nor could you wrap your mind around. People's consciousness is being taken out of their mind and put into robots and put into other things. Things you would not even think even existed. Things that they show you in movies. So I say this to say this. Keep your mouth off of people
when you don't fully understand what's going on, especially in the spiritual realm. This is a spiritual battle, okay? This is a spiritual battle. And the only reason why I can speak on this is because I'm not going to give too much of it. A lot of us are being sent into the industry like snipers. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And God is sending us to go set those captives free. You know how many celebrities that's in the industry right now that's been crying? They're real souls. They've been crying. The real them have been crying out to God to be set free because they're in bondage. And what you see is a puppet on the screen. God says, keep your mouth shut. Even his own people are speaking bad on all of these people that's been put in a limelight that you know nothing about. Okay? This is for Beyonce knows. This message is for God's people that's been putting their mouth on her and saying that God's been showing them dreams. I don't doubt that God's been showing you dreams about her. But go to God and get full revelation of what he's trying to show you. Because God has me pray for her. Not the Beyonce that you see. The real Beyonce. She is trapped. Her soul is trapped. Okay? Take this back to God.